guys, and thank you so much for joining me back here. Today I thought we would start a different kind of vlog series here on my channel. I am a publishing student at George Washington University. I'm doing their Master's in Professional Studies program, something like that. I'm just doing their Master's in Publishing degree. So I thought it might be fun to start documenting my time in this program. I am currently in my third semester. I've started making, I just recorded my first video and what I hope to be just a semesterly type thing. Each semester I just want to make some video of how my semester went in this program. So I just did my first semester video. I'm currently in my third. This is my summer semester. My program is set up as 2 years worth of classes, counting a summer semester. So I'm in my third semester during the summer. I'm currently taking 3 classes, and it is a lot. Up until this point in the fall and in the spring, I took 3 classes a semester, but I only took 2 at a time. So one class was 8 weeks long. The first class was one class was 12 weeks long. The first class was 8 weeks long. And so it ran and ended. And as soon as that one ended, my other 8-week class started. And so I was only ever taking 2 classes at a time. And right now I'm taking 3, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of course work. There's a lot of assignments and stuff, but that's where I'm at right now. Like I say, I'm in my summer semester. I'm taking 3 classes. I'm working on homework right now, actually. I am taking editing special projects, elements of book design, and then marketing strategies. So this is the 3 courses I'm taking right now. I'm currently working on my marketing strategies homework for the week. It's my least, my favorite class this semester is elements of book design, just because I like the designy, technology-based type stuff so far. Marketing strategies, I think the course content is interesting, but the way that this course is set up, it's very information dense. They provide a lot of resources, a lot of reading materials, and they say prioritize. You don't have to read everything if you don't want to, but to me, when I open up my Blackboard and I see I just have to keep scrolling and scrolling to get to the end, I'm like, man, this is such a lot of stuff. And so my mind kind of gets overloaded. So this class is hard for me in that aspect. And that I also usually leave marketing strategies for last, just because I like to get the things done and out of the way that I know won't take as much brain power. So I usually do those first, just to kind of clear my brain a little bit, to mark some stuff off of my to-do list for the week. Editing special projects. We're finally getting into the stuff that I like. My program is very scholarly, publishing based, academic journals, academic presses, college presses, that kind of stuff. So I'm not as interested in that. I'm more interested in trade publishing, fiction, that kind of stuff. So my editing special projects class, I expected it to be like book editing and stuff like that, and it hasn't been so far. So far, we're in week 5 right now. It's only an 8-week course. We've gone over a lot of scholarly based things, peer review. We've gone over a lot of peer review, how to choose peer reviewers. We've done a peer review for ourselves. George Washington University has a press themselves, like a journal, an academic journal themselves. So we read some articles, had to do peer reviews on those. It's just not what I'm interested in, so I'm not having a ton of fun. I'm excited this week, though. I haven't done my assignment this week. This week, I'm doing an edit. I don't think it's a copy edit. I think it's a developmental edit. So I'm super excited for that, because I do that already. I freelance as a developmental editor, a copy editor, proofreader, beta reader, all that Englishy stuff. I do that already. That's what I do for work. So I'm excited to finally get into the stuff that I already do, and hopefully learn some new things that I can apply to my freelance business. So that's what my week looks like right now. I'm going to get started and work on my marketing homework right now. Hey friends, I just wanted to give kind of a sum up of my week as a publishing student. This was week 5 for the summer semester. And I already said this, I think, but I'm taking 3 classes this semester. Marketing is my least favorite, but the assignment this week actually wasn't too bad. I had a copywriting assignment. So basically, I had to write a press release. I'm looking back over my assignment details because I've already submitted it and everything, but I had to write a press release which was only about a page. And we could either choose our own book to write the press release for, or they gave us a selection to choose from. I chose one from the selection just because I had used the book that I chose for a previous assignment, so I already had ideas about it. We kind of had to write like an elevator pitch for it in our previous assignment, so I kind of already had something to base my press release on, to kind of pitch it to the public. Along with this press release, we had to choose which media and target audiences and that kind of thing we would release it to. Whether it's TV, radio, bloggers, social media influencers, there's a whole plethora of them. My book was it was more of like a young adult, new adult thriller type thing. So I chose, what did I choose? I'm trying to think. I chose blogs, social media. I think we did online advertising too. So like through Facebook, through Instagram, that type of stuff. So that was it. It was actually kind of a simple assignment for this class. It was one of the easier ones, I think. I haven't got my grade back yet, so we'll see how that actually lands when I get my grade back. But in terms of the effort, it was way easier than the previous week. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember that I was like down to the wire trying to finish it. Oh, email advertising and stuff like that. So we had to go through catalogs and choose direct people we would send emails to, and even direct mail to. The last week's wasn't necessarily difficult. It was just very time consuming going through and trying to figure out who we were going to send advertising and stuff to. Book design, last week I had to create a 2-page spread for a cookbook I'm making. I'll put it right here. This is what I landed on. It could be better, but I've never created a book spread before, a cookbook spread rather. I've done magazines, I've done like print books, but not a cookbook. So this was my first cookbook spread. I love this class. It's my favorite class this semester so far. All of the designy type stuff is my favorite. In week 6 next week, we are doing covers, so book covers. I'll have to make a cover for my cookbook, but this is what we did this week. She gave us a bunch of different options of different programs and stuff that we could use. I ended up using InDesign just because I took a class on InDesign last semester. Again, I loved it. It was probably my favorite class last semester. I like all of the technology designing type stuff, which I thought I would like, but it was also a little like shocking to me, I guess, because I thought I would really like the editing stuff more than I do. But that's what I did last week. She also has one, I'm trying to look for you guys, Bookright. Bookright apparently is another software if you're just interested in book design yourself. Bookright is also another software that you can use that is free, I think. InDesign is not free, but we get it for free through our school membership, I guess you could say. So, but I used InDesign just because that's what I was already familiar with. And again, I really liked this class and how it turned out. Editing, last week we did developmental editing. I think I mentioned, I don't think I had done the assignment yet when I made my last clip, but I already developmental edit freelance. So this one was not that hard for me. What was hard for me is the way that she wanted it submitted. So when I freelance, I do everything on the Word document itself. I go through Microsoft Word and I use track changes, and then I put my comments into the manuscript itself. That way I don't have to like copy and paste quotes or anything like that. I can just directly put my comments on the manuscript. Whereas she wanted everything into like a memo type thing, my professor did. So I had to refer back to it in the memo. So I would say like on page 3, it says blah, 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 blah. And then here's my comment about it. Whereas if I do it just the way that I do it, I would just do it directly on the manuscript. So I didn't, I just had to adjust it to what the assignment required, which I didn't. I like my way better, of course. But, yeah, it was fine though. It was fine. Like I say, I just did what I normally do. I haven't got my grade back for it yet. Next week, we're doing copy editing, which is different. It's more focused on grammar, mechanics, and stuff, but we'll get into that next week. So there we go. That's how my week went as a publishing student. The assignments were relatively easy this week. Enjoyable. This has been my most enjoyable week so far in this summer semester. Just because the marketing class and the editing class are not what I wanted, not what I expected, and unfortunately just not as fun as I wanted them to be, but the book design class is so fun. But I did enjoy the assignments this week for pretty much all my classes. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe down below and leave a comment. You guys are awesome. I am so thankful for you, and I'm so blessed to have you here on my channel. And we'll meet back here next time. See ya!